Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking.
Let's jump into the Bitcoin shark.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another crab stream as Bitcoin goes sideways all day today. So if you guys are also crabs, let me know in the chat by hitting up that like button. But let's get on into it and hope that we get some price action tonight and we stop being little crabs. Okay, let's stop being crabs, guys. Let me get rid of let's go. And we're gonna get on into it here. We're gonna get on into the crab action. Okay, the crab action. Let me get rid of this damn crab here. All right, I gotta get rid of the crab. All right. Anyways, guys, not much really went down, guys. Literally since yesterday, literally nothing went down. I mean, we pumped up yesterday, you know, a little bit during the stream, right? It was really nice. We got up to about 44,300. Since then, it's just kind of been a little bit of a slow bleed back down here on the hourly. You can see it's been a pretty boring day, just kind of moseying our way down here, moseying our way down, moseying our way down. But this actually might be a good thing. It might be a good thing that we had a day of sort of moseying our way back down, okay? What's going on, guys? George is doing that I am George look in the video thumbnail. I tried. Some of you guys get it. Some of you guys get it. Not everyone gets it though. But anyways, guys, Bitcoin's just been moseying down here. What is good about this on the hourly chart, just to start off on the sort of the short-term time frames here, what's good about this is we sort of reset our hourly RSI really nicely without really dropping in price action too much, guys. I mean, we dropped all the way down here to about a 36 on the RSI, which now gives us a lot more room here if we want to move up, right? If we want to move up. Now, it looks like Bitcoin's trying to get some upwards price action right now. Is it going to happen during the stream? I would love it to get some price action during the stream. But there's a couple different things we have to watch for, first of all. But I like how Bitcoin held this support really nicely. Really, this whole green box of support, which is our previous resistance. We've now had a nice double bottom on it and confirmed it as support. It reminds me a lot of this price action where we got a double bottom and we got a nice pump off of it eventually. Will we get the same thing here up to our next resistance? Definitely could, right? Definitely could. That's something I'm watching here. And not only that, okay, guys, I was saving this. I didn't even want to draw it until we got on stream today. Okay, I didn't even want to draw it. But if we actually zoom in here to the 15-minute chart, yes, the 15-minute chart. You're like, Jordan, you never look at the 15-minute chart. What's wrong with you today? Well, let's look at the 15-minute just to get a little bit of a zoomed-in view here. A little bit of a zoomed-in view. Well, the 15-minute... the 15-minute, you can see how... What do you got going on here, guys? What do you got going on in the 15-minute? Now, we haven't broke out of it yet. I'm actually going to get rid of this trend line so you can see it a little better. what do we have on the 15-minute time frame? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're not vegan. Tofu for all of us today. Okay? Tofu for all of us. Downtrend to resistance, downtrend to support. But we could be forming a little bit of a wedgie on the 15-minute. And it's also on the hourly too. I mean, if you really want to get sketchy with it, it's also sort of here on the hourly chart too. Just not as perfect. BTC goes to 40K. And it really is a beautiful chart, guys. I mean, obviously we have to break out of it first. Nothing's confirmed until we break the pattern to the upside, right? But this gives us some hope here over the next day or so. To hopefully break this to the upside where our target would be back up here towards 44,300. That's sort of our hope here in the short term. We got to see if we break this downtrend of resistance here though. But look at this perfect support. 1, 2, 3 with a double bottom, really a double bottom at our previous resistance point. So makes a lot of sense, right? Makes a lot of sense. Let's see if we can break out of this on stream today, or if we maybe need one more touch back down here, something like this, and then we come back up and make a nice W pattern going into tomorrow. That could certainly be a possibility too. Now, obviously, what we don't want to do is come back down and break this, right? If obviously we come back down and break this, most likely, I mean, just going off previous price action, most likely we'd come back down to this $40,700 area first. So when the time comes, we'll obviously go over that, but that's obviously a scenario as well. But we know these wedgies do perform pretty well. And the good thing about this wedgie is you're coming from the upside, which I do like here. Tezos? You can do it. You can do Tezos. Someone said it's not a wedge, it's a channel. All right, sorry, I got a text, guys. But someone said it's a channel. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could draw this as a channel too. To me, even if you drew it like this, you know, even if you did draw it like this or something, it still would look a wedge. It would just be a little bit more of an extended out wedge, I think, even if you drew it like this, to me. So I think, you know, either way you kind of look at this, I think it comes out to the same scenario of being a wedge. You know, you just got to look at it different ways, right? You look at it different ways. Chris X said it's actually a Dorito. Nice, Chris X. I like Doritos, so I cannot say I don't like Doritos. Guys, hold on. We're going to do a poll real quick. This has nothing to do with crypto, but you guys know it. We try to have fun on the stream. It's not all about, you know, rainbows and sunshines here. Well, that kind of contradicted itself. What is the best flavor of Dorito? And I do not want to hear you guys say, I do not want to hear you guys say a certain flavor. I'm going to be very mad. We're only going to do these 3 suggestions. Okay. What is the best flavor of Dorito? Put it in the poll right now, by the way. So that's what we're watching here on the hourly, guys. I like how our stock RSI was bottomed out and still has more room to run up too. So this could give us a little bit of room to run up, right? A little bit room to run up. So we'll watch this. We'll watch this obviously throughout the stream. But nevertheless, I'd probably see it more like this myself here, with one little wick above it there. Right, like, let me just adjust that. There we go. All right, good enough. They're flavors. They are flavors. The flavored Dorito. All right, let's go to our 4-hour chart, guys. This 104-hour EMA is being really obnoxious for us. It's either really obnoxious or it's really good, right? It's either nice support. Okay, we can see it here, how it's really nice support, and then you come back down, it flips as resistance, and then it flips as support, and then it's resistance, and then it's resistance. So you can see how important that is for Bitcoin at the current moment, and how it's getting either sold or bought at that general level, depending on whether you're above it or below it. Right now we're below it, so we're having a tough time really breaking that on a close. So can we do it, right? Can we do it? That's the first step I'm really watching here. And you can see when you really look at the 4-hour chart, you're really just crabbing sideways, guys. That's why we had the crab in the beginning of the stream. I mean, you're really just going, in between, really just, 43,000 and down here towards 41,000. Really just in a $2,000 range for the most part. Yeah, you had a little price action above, little price action below, but you're really just going sideways in between your 382 and 0.5 Fibonacci's there. So we'll watch Bitcoin during the stream today. I don't know, man. It was such a boring day today. Like, generally speaking, I'm just like a constant slow bleed. Now I'm expecting some price movement during the stream today. I know I always say that. Actually, I always say we're not going to have any price action, but I think we're going to get some price action during the stream today. I really do. Obviously, if we break this 4-hour EMA, guys, I think we come back up and, just looking at where our next resistance is, which is this $45,000 level right here. We actually put a line there for you. There we go. It's actually our $45,000 resistance right there, which coincides pretty nicely right now, actually, with our downtrend of resistance on the top of our big wedge, right? So I think that's probably where we're headed short term. I mean, doesn't mean we have to break it on the first try, guys. Like we said, I just basically looking at this price action right now, I'm expecting a test up here, right? A test of 45,000 over the course of the next couple of days, and it's whether are we going to break it to the upside, or are we going to get rejected, where then we could come back down to our golden pocket zone, which we know is down here at like the $38,000 to $37,000 range, right? Are we going to get rejected and come back down to those levels? That's certainly a possibility. Do not rule it out, okay? If I see any of you guys rule it out, I'm going to be very, very salty, okay? I'm going to be very, very salty. Crypto Salty. That's going to be my name from now on, guys. Crypto Salty.
8 hours give more details what's going on with Bitcoin.
8 more hours. 8 hours give more details what's going on with Bitcoin. 8 hours? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means, to be honest. What's this poll looking like right now? What is the best flavor of Dorito? Oh, no, guys. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit because I really don't want that to be the answer. I really don't. I'm going to be very, very mad if you guys vote that in. Like, come on. You guys are better than that. Don't vote the most basic flavor. Come on. Jeez. I don't even want to see that. That just makes me really angry. All right. So that's where we're on the 4-hour. Our 4-hour stock RSI was topped out. You have bought yourself a little bit of room. If you want to swing back up, you certainly could here. But you were topped out there, so keep that in mind. 4-hour RSI. Technically, you did make a higher high and a lower high, so technically you did have some bearish divergence. But I think that's already sort of played out here, right? If you look, I mean, higher high, lower high, bearish divergence. Will that continue to play out? Obviously, we'll continue to watch that. And I'm also sort of looking at this uptrend. It's not a perfect uptrend of support, but it's a relative uptrend of support here coming up. Something like this. It's not a perfect uptrend of support. Sort of awkward. I'm not even going to put that. Sort of awkward uptrend of support. But you did have some bearish divergence on the RSI, which has pushed you down, right? And that's fine. We talked about how you just want to hold these previous highs. We talked about in the 1 hour, guys. We just want to hold these previous highs, right? Keep them confirmed as support and sort of move up. Our best scenario is one more rejection back down here, right? And then a bounce back up with a W reversal off the previous highs. That would be the most bullish scenario in my opinion here. Will that happen? Probably not, because as we know, guys, I'm usually wrong. If you've been on this channel a lot, I mean, historically speaking, tends to be the case. Bro. Now everyone's going to vote red. Just you know what? I think all you guys vote in red have not tried the purple ones, dude. The purple. All right, I'm ending the poll because I'm upset. I'm really upset with you guys. You know what? I've never been this upset this early in the stream, but we're going with the salty face right now. Guys, the purple Doritos are the best. If you don't think they're the best, it's probably because you haven't tried them. The purple Doritos are good. The only reason you wouldn't like the purple Doritos is if you don't like spicy. Okay? But if you like spicy, nothing beats the purple Doritos. Okay? Seriously. All right, daily chart, guys. We were watching this downtrend of resistance, right? The downtrend of resistance. So far, we're still kind of at that resistance level. I don't know if we can call this a breakout just yet. We're still kind of at this downtrend of resistance on the daily RSI. Nothing to really take from this just yet. But we'll obviously monitor this. We're still technically on the resistance, so nothing to monitor there. And to be honest, dude, if you still look at this, like on the daily chart, we need to break back above this red box, right? This red box. It's not just a red box, guys. You might be saying, Jordan, you're saying we have to break above a red box? Like, who says we have to break above a red box? I am. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. The red ones are the best. Okay, if you don't like the purple, if you never tried the purple Doritos, try them. I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna make the red Doritos seem like nothing. Okay? Seriously. Alright. Let me I almost just knocked over something, my bad. But guys, looking back at our daily chart. All in all, when it comes down to it on this daily chart, guys, is we got to get back over this red resistance level. I mean, you can just see how important this is. A bunch of previous support that we just keep flipping into resistance, right? We flipped it into resistance once. And so far today, right? So far today and yesterday, we actually flipped it as resistance. So we're having a tough time getting back over that level. That's what it comes down to right now. If we can get back over 45,000 and make a higher high, that's going to change, in my opinion, a big complexion of this market. Now, obviously, we have to break this downtrend too. But if we can start with making a higher high on the daily and get up here, come back down and test it, that's going to make it. That's going to make this look a lot better. So let's focus right now on breaking 45K. Breaking 45K is the ultimate goal right now for Bitcoin. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Like we just said, guys, we're not out of the woods just yet. There's a lot of woods. There's a lot of bears trying to eat us in these woods. Okay, I'm gonna take off the salt shaker here because I'm not really salty anymore, to be honest. I'm over it. There's a lot of bears in the woods. Okay, there's not just bears in there. There's trolls in there. Trolls, bears. There's even some bulls trying to get us right now. Okay, we gotta find our way through the woods, climb some trees, and eventually we'll get out of the woods, which there's a lot of woods to go through here. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, when it comes down to it, we got to break this red box of resistance. Previous support, guys, at the end of the day. And also hopefully broke this daily RSI level, which we've tried to do it the last couple days, but we haven't had a confirmation. We need one big green pickle to the upside to break this falling wedge on the RSI, right? I like trolls. What's up, Marshall? F the Bears and someone said make a tent. Lions and tigers. Bear troll gang thing in the woods. All right, so that's the daily. We'll continue to watch this, but right now, I mean, what I'll say is, I mean, if you look at the general trajectory, I mean, you are just kind of continuing making higher lows, right? I mean, yeah, you had a wick down here, but, you know, in theory, I mean, you look at the daily, the price is constricting here. You can see how clearly, right, the lows are getting higher, right? Higher low, and the price is getting restricted between this red box and this yellow line here. So we're going to have to see a move here soon, right? We're going to have to see a move here soon where we're going to get restricted and going to have to break this to the upside or downside. Which way do we think we're going to go, guys? Which way in the chat? Johnny in the chat say, grounded my daughter from her pay as you go phone so I could make some gains tonight during my shift at Walmart. What's pumping? Where do I go all in? Wait, what? Grounded my daughter from her pay as you go phone so I can make some gains tonight during my shift at Walmart. What's pumping? Where do I go all in? There's really nothing pumping right now. The only thing I see green on here is Solana, man. I don't see anything else green at the moment. You know what I mean? You grounded her from her pay to go phone. That's funny, dude. Tomorrow it'll happen. But yeah, I mean that's what we're watching on the daily chart, guys. Weekly chart. Let's check our weekly. So we're back inside our support band. It's going to be an interesting week, right? Obviously, we know we don't want to close below our 20-week SMA. Right now, that sits at 40,617. So we're currently about, give or take what, $2,500 over it ish, right? 2,500. So we got some room to work with here. We definitely got some room to work with here, but we gotta start making some headway here. I don't want to stay in here for too long. I'd rather get back above our 20-week SMA or 20-week EMA as soon as possible here. But as of right now, we can't reclaim that. That's currently right now sitting at 43,582. We're a little bit below that. But all in all, what we want to do this week, it's a long week to go. But all in all, we don't want to close below our 20-week SMA. But we got some room to work with. And as we know, we are coiling up. We are coiling up on our weekly RSI, right? We have higher lows coming in. We have lower highs coming in. We're going to see a big move here pretty soon. We're going to see a pretty big move here pretty soon, in my opinion. Is it to the upside or downside? I'm going to say the upside. Once again, guys, do your own research. But I think we're going to break to the upside out of this move. Now, technically, this could coil up until the end of the year, technically, but I think this breaks out before that. I don't think we consolidate sideways for another 2 or 3 months. We always could, right? We can't always rule that out, but I think we break out of this sooner rather than later. All right, it's going to be interesting which way we go here. It's going to be real interesting. Dump it. Them purple ones burn if you cut. You guys still talking about Doritos? I'm still upset. I can't believe people actually I like the red ones, but I'd rather take the blue ones and the purple ones over the red ones. They usually break 74% through the wedge. Very true. Very true. Ada's pissing you off. Jamie, why is Ada pissing you off, dude? Ada's just sort of going sideways too. All right, let's go to our fractal, guys. You saw the thumbnail. Our fractal. What's the update on the fractal? Can we go lower according to our fractal? Well, there's 2 ways I'm looking at this fractal. Okay, there's 2 ways I'm looking at our fractal here. Okay, you guys know, if you guys are new to the channel, okay, this is our fractal from 2017. Basically, it's from about June of 2017 up until about November of 2017. Okay, so June, November. All right, what we're looking at here is pretty similar price action. Now, guys, a fractal's not about being the exact same. It's just about general price structure and general price swings. But what I will say is, if you actually zoom in here, right, at our current price action, there's 2 areas where I think we could be, right? If we were to look at our fractal here, there's 2 areas that I think we could be. Now, we're going to start out with the good area, right? The good area. I think, when you sort of look at this, was this the final low, right? Was this the final low like we had down here? You could argue it is. You could definitely argue it is. And then this was sort of the next high. This was the next high, right? And then sort of we could be somewhere in this range right here, right? We could be somewhere in this range right here, based off that fractal. Now, once again, guys, it's just a fractal. I don't think we're going to do this, right? I don't think we're going to do this. It's just about the general price structure and where they could go in direction. So we could be somewhere in this general range here, right? Possibly. Now, there's also a different scenario, right? Where we could be at a different spot in this fractal, okay? This could be the first high, okay? This could be the second high, and this could be the third high. The other way I'm looking at this is this the first high? Is this the second high? Is this the third high? And we still have one more drop, okay? Now, you might be saying, Jordan, don't be telling us we have another drop coming. I don't think we're going to drop like this. But what have we been talking about on the channel, guys? What have we been talking about on the channel? That we could definitely possibly, I don't even know if that's a word. we could definitely be going to approximately about that, you know, $38,000 to $37,000 range, right? We've sort of been talking about that, and that would sort of match the Wyckoff distribution pattern that everyone likes to look at, right? So you could be looking at this both ways. Which one do I think we're in? I don't know. Like I've always said, guys, I do think it's possible we could go a little bit lower here. It's not always rainbows and sunshines of crypto. There is short-term volatility. Which one could we be in? I'll let you guys decipher that. Okay? I will let you guys decipher which one you think we're in. Can we get a move down to 36,000 like we did here? Made the second high, and then we came back down. Could we get a move back down to 38,000 or so, like right here? That would sort of match the fractal. And then we pop back up. Certainly could happen. Certainly could happen. And it shouldn't be a surprise. We've been talking about that constantly every day throughout the stream, and I constantly stress to you guys that is still a possibility. I think honestly, the way I look at it is, all in all, even if we do drop that low, guys, all in all, it's all in the wedge. It's all in the wedge at the end of the day. You know, even if we drop down to these levels, you're just dropping to the golden pocket, right? You're dropping to your golden pocket zone at 37 to 38,000. So at the end of the day, that's what happens to wedges. You usually drop to these golden pocket zones and do some type of W reversal back up. Certainly a possibility. Or, like we said, it's sort of the price can go up and price can go down. All right, Jordan, you're not really telling us much. Well, no one really tells you much because no one really knows what's going to happen. We just look at both scenarios. Or Bitcoin can bounce at its current level and just break out of this wedge down. Certainly could do that too. I mean, like I said, guys, this is the first time we've gotten higher lows in a while, right? We haven't got consistent higher lows in a long time. It's been all the way back since like back here, since we had like 3 consecutive higher lows, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But I did want to touch on our little daily fractal here. And we're going to look at some other fractals here. Okay? We're going to look at some other fractals here. Damn it. This one got ruined, man. All right. Hold on, guys. I gotta get this damn fractal back. Let's go back in time. I also wanted to look at the 2013 market, guys, and take it from our cycle top. Take my time with it. I can take my time with it. I can take my time with it. All right, so let's take out the 2013 market and scroll this over here. Let's get this popping in the chat. I had this set up, but of course, you know, TradingView likes to mess up my charts here because that's what TradingView does. I mean, we all know if you use TradingView, you know how sometimes it can be kind of annoying, right? I wanted to take this from the cycle top, or the relative cycle top, and something along the lines of this. And this is sort of something I've been watching too. I mean, the fractal isn't the exact same, guys. I want to state that it is not the exact same. Okay, it has differences. It's not going to be sort of one-to-one price action wise. But I did want to state that pretty much the same thing happened in 2013, guys. Now, obviously, 2013, you had a massive blow off top in the middle of the market. Okay, then you came back down, and sort of this was your second high, right? But you guys get the general point there. Massive blow off top in 2013 that you did not get in this market. Okay, you had a very, very similar drop in 2013 that you did now, right? And I'm going to assume, I'm not sure how the market was back then, you know, but I'm going to assume that I'm going to assume that people were saying dead cat bounce back then too. Okay? Right? I'm going to assume that we said that dead cat bounce back then too. My point is not to compare the price action. Okay? People always like to say, oh, you can't compare the price action. It's not about comparing the price action. It's about comparing the general price structure where we came up and we had a dip. Everyone was saying this is a dead cat bounce. Okay, same thing. You dipped, you came back up. Everyone's saying it's a dead cat bounce. Okay, and then what do? We pumped up like this. Now, I don't expect us to pump up like that, guys. I don't expect us to pump up like that. What I'm basically saying is everyone can always act like they know what's going to happen, and then Bitcoin does what it wants to do. Okay, Bitcoin has a mind of its own, and this is just my basic way of saying the charts can look one way, but you know, certain on-chain metrics and certain things can be showing you a completely different story. All right, and when that supply shock kicks in, the price is going to go up. The price is going to go up when that supply shock kicks in. It's just a matter of time. Okay, so my point with this is, just because you make a lower high does not mean it's a dead cat bounce every single time. Okay, that's my basic point in this. What do you always say, Jordan? If everyone is saying up, it will dump. Creighton, guys, Creighton, you know I love you, man. You know I love you, but
Rant alert.
guys, how many times have we said this? Everyone is not saying Bitcoin's just gonna go up. The majority is bearish in the market. The majority is scared crapless. The majority is too scared to be in crypto right now. The Fear and Greed Index was at a 28 yesterday, and Bitcoin's at $43,000. The majority is not bullish. YouTube might be bullish. YouTube's always bullish. Okay? That does not mean that the majority is bullish. The majority is bearish. Okay? We're just kind of stuck on our little bubble, right? Our little YouTube bubble or Twitter bubble where it seems like everyone's bullish. No one cares about crypto besides our little bubble. The majority is bearish. The majority is not bullish. Okay? So I want to stop this narrative with saying that everyone's bullish, everyone's bullish, everyone's bullish. That is not true. Not everyone is bullish. The majority is bearish. The majority is bearish. And that's not even a question. Not even a question. So just want to make that point because I always see that in the chat. I always see that everywhere saying, oh, everyone's bullish right now. Everyone's not bullish right now. There's a lot of disbelief in the market, a lot of fear in the market. Not everyone is bullish. Okay?
Rant alert.
All right. But that's my point, guys. That's my point. I mean, take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt. YouTubers are just propping up the market with hopium. I guess. Everyone is bullish. My grandma just bought Bitcoin. None of my friends or my family have asked me about crypto in the last 4 months. You know, and they know I stream crypto every day. So if that doesn't tell you what the general public thinks about crypto, I don't know what does. Okay? I don't know what does. Jordan, you need a character that is full on Moon Boy. Is there a moon a character that's full on Moon Boy? What's up, Ben? Thanks for becoming a member, man. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Hold on, I think I can find... Hold on. You know what? That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Oh, man. We need a Moon Boy. Oh, man. Let's see if I can find one. Hold on. That's a really good idea. We'll find that in a little bit, but I really want to find that. All right, anyways, just to kind of show you my point, guys. Bitcoin, net position on exchange. Now, this can change really quickly. I take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt, okay? I take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt, all right? Because, you know, we could see accumulation, we can consume accumulation, but what I'll say is, you know, if we look back at what happened back here at the top, and we started to drop here, that's when the whales started to accumulate, right? Or that's when the whales started to take their positions off of them. I was thinking about my next chart. That's when the whales started taking positions off the exchanges, right? So what I'll say about this is obviously take this stuff with a grain of salt, because typically speaking, my point I wanted to make with this is you can see over to the right, guys. I mean, you can kind of see it. My point is over to the right, you're seeing that you know, the amount of Bitcoin that's on exchanges is dropping, right? Is dropping while the price is dropping. Okay, the price is dropping right now. You can't see the full chart here, so that ruins it a little bit. But just trust me, guys. The price goes down over here, right? And the accumulation is going up, right? So typically speaking, when we see in the past that this is usually not the case. The price goes down, usually see balance go on exchanges. So people are accumulating right now. People aren't generally you know, putting their coins on exchanges to sell. But this could change real quick, as we saw back in May. So take this with a grain of salt, but I think it's a good sign that they are accumulating on a downtrend. Okay, it's the first point I wanted to make. And obviously the second point, guys, is plan B. How we kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday. Okay, we touched on this a little bit yesterday. How accurate has plan B been, man? It's actually kind of spooky. So here we are sitting on September 27th. Let's rewind a little bit. What did plan B say back in June 20th? Okay, worst case scenario for August, 47K. Where did Bitcoin close in August? At 47K. He said September, 43K. Where is Bitcoin sitting right now? $200 left, then 43K. $200 less. That is, I mean, guys, you know, I don't think anyone has any of this. I don't think anyone has one of these, okay? But this is some crazy stuff right here. This is some crazy stuff right here. I do have to say, like, like he was either really, his model's either really accurate or he just got really lucky with those price statements, man. Really lucky. I mean, I guess he has a crystal ball. And I do want to state that, you know, obviously we can't say that it's going to continue to be right. Okay, we can't say he's going to continue to be right. This is obviously he's 2 for 2. It would be better if he was 3 for 3, right? But October, he is saying that the minimum price will be 63K, or the close price will be higher than $63,000. Okay, that's a pretty significant increase. So we'll see if we close September above 43K. I believe that we will, right? It could be sort of a volatile week where we're sort of, you know, going in between, you know, 38 and 45,000. You know, we obviously got till Thursday until September closes. So a lot can happen in these next 4 days. But once again, guys, he got August exactly right. We closed right at 47K. And September, we're sitting right at 43K. And just a reminder, October is 63K, November is 98K, and December is 135K. Sounds crazy, but you know, I'm gonna look at this as objectively as I can until it's proven wrong. Okay? It's been pretty damn accurate up until this point. All right, so that's just 2 things I wanted to touch on there, real quick, that I think were pretty interesting there. Nice earnings. That crystal ball. Odds are he's going to be wrong. We'll see. We'll see. He definitely could be wrong, right? You always got to take that. You always got to take predictions a little bit. You know, you got to take predictions with a little bit of grain of salt. But so far, so good. So far, so good. So right now in the hourly chart, guys, looks like Bitcoin is dropping a little bit here. Let's see if we get that W reversal to the upside here. So we're going to watch this. You know, will Bitcoin drop down below the wedge? If it does, target's probably down here at 40,700, most likely. Okay. If this breaks up, you know, if we can bounce here, we get sort of some sort of W pattern back up. Well, our target would be up here, back up towards 44,300. So we'll watch, see what happens during stream. You know, like I said, guys, we might see some volatility for the rest of this week. Some volatility. Doesn't sound crazy at all to anyone who's been around for more than 6 months. That's true. That's true. A lot of people weren't around last year. There is obviously a lot of people that are around last year, but most people are relatively new, aka they got into Bitcoin, they got into crypto this year, right? And a lot of people don't remember how fast Bitcoin can move up. A lot of people don't realize that Bitcoin went from, if we go back in time, guys, a lot of people don't realize how fast Bitcoin can move up here, right? So literally, like Bitcoin went from 10,000 in September to 40,000 in January, right? So you're talking in literally January. So really, in 3 months, October, November, and December, it went all the way up from pretty much 10,000 to actually like 42,000. So it did like a 4.2x in 3 months. A lot of people forget how fast Bitcoin can move up. I don't forget, right? I don't forget. Obviously, it's not going to say it's gonna necessarily happen, but a lot of people forget. 42 to 84. We're breaking down, boys.
My shoe! My shoe! My shoe! My foam roller! My socks!
Java's having the time of his life right now. Java the short. We'll check on him in a little bit. We'll check on him in a little bit, but Bitcoin is dropping 42,250. Shut my sound off for the dumb song. 42,250. We're dropping. Really not that big of a deal, guys. I mean, we're on the hourly chart here. If you go over to the 4-hour chart, I mean, it is what it is. We're still just in our range at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It looks like it's not too good, but looks like we're not doing it good. Hold on. Didn't see that. We got Barted. The reverse Bart. The reverse Bart. We got a lot of Bart Simpson patterns, guys. We got one Bart here. Bart, 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 Bart. We got an up Bart, a down Bart, an up Bart, a down Bart. All right, let's go check on ETH. Go check on ETH.
My wife, Ethereum.
All right, ETH. We're not going to talk about our fractal. I mean, we've talked about that. We'll save that for another day. But Ethereum, what are we doing right now? What are we doing on Captain Ethereum? Well, if we zoom out, we're still in our wedge. We're still in our wedge. What I don't love here for ETH is the possible little M here. I don't love it. I definitely don't love it. Now, we obviously, it's not confirmed until we break the neckline at about 2,740. Right, so it's not confirmed just yet. So let's not get our panties in a bunch, okay? Bears, don't be partying like it's the USA, says Miley Cyrus. Don't be partying. But really what we want to see here for ETH, if we actually get rid of some of these levels here, what we want to see for Ethereum is holding this general level here, which probably, I mean, looking at this point and basically where Bitcoin is in the charts right now, it's probably not going to hold for Ethereum. You know what I mean? Just looking at what Bitcoin's doing here. ETH probably is going to drop below this box here. And historically, when it's broken back below this box, it's came back down to this general level, like 2,700. Back down here, like 2,750. So that could potentially be an area there for ETH to bounce off of. But like I said, guys, ETH is just in a range, dude. A lot of these coins are just in a range right now. It's probably going to be a rangy week, guys. Don't be surprised if we just range this week going into October, man. I mean, like, just remember, like, we're going into a new quarter, right? You're going to want to keep the prices relatively stable going into the end of the quarter, in my opinion. But you can see you're generally just in a range, man. You're just in a range. You know, 3 tops there, 3 tops there, 3 bottoms there. So we'll see what ETH does, but that's what you're generally doing on the short term. I mean, long term, guys, just remember what we're doing, man. Remember what we're doing here. Okay, at the end of the day, you know, we zoom out until you gloom out, and just remember the bigger picture. Okay. Now, like we kind of said with Bitcoin, can we go back down to that golden pocket zone, right? The golden pocket zone is, you know, 2,600 to 2,500. Could we go back there for ETH? Well, it's a little bit weirder for ETH because that's below our general support there. So it's a little bit more awkward for Ethereum there. But definitely could go back down there on a wick. I would expect if we did go back down there for ETH, it would be a quick wick and then wicking back up. Sort of conflueting with if Bitcoin went a little bit lower, right, guys? In that same scenario. What's up, Matt? Dumping hard. Oh, man. We're dumping hard. We're dumping real hard. Should we get the barriers on today, guys? Here we go. Make sure you guys hit up those likes. Let's get up to 1,000 likes, guys. 1,000 likes for the stream. Bitcoin is dropping a little bit right now, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all part of the plan, guys. It's all part of the plan. You know? It's all a part of the plan. The whales have a plan already. See, this is what the whales do, guys. They have a plan. They already know what they're going to do. Okay? So, in a way, you know, we watch the charts every day, but in a way, the whales have this plan, right? They have the plan, what they're going to do. We don't know what their plan is. We don't know what their plan is. In my thought process, their plan is to shake out as many weak hands as possible, which they're doing a great job. Like I said, guys, the Fear and Greed Index is at a 28. They're doing a great job at putting fear in the market. Excellent job. Like okay job. Okay job. Maybe they want to shake out some more weak hands. Maybe they want to shake out some more weak hands. You know? It's not that big of a dump. It's not that big of a dump. It's not. What's up, Ralph? Still long-term bullish? Of course I'm still long-term bullish. I'm still medium-term bullish. Short-term sort of neutral. I mean, short-term is... in my opinion, short-term is like the next couple days, man. The next couple days. You could see some volatility the next couple days. Long-term, medium-term, nothing's changed for me. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. So that's really ETH in a nutshell. ETH on the weekly time frame, just sort of, we're still holding our support band here at the end of the day, just like we did in 2017 right here, where we actually, like we said, guys, I mean, in 2017, you know, we tend to forget how these markets work, man. I mean, 2017, we came back into it and we just sort of rode it. We rode it. We dumped again. Rode it. Eventually, you know, you had enough of riding it, right? You had enough of riding the bull, and then we went up. Good to see something similar to that here. We just kind of ride it here. We ride it for a few weeks, and then we start going up again. Okay? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Markets go down, markets go up. Markets go up, markets go down. You know? Nothing goes up in a straight line, as we all know. Nothing goes up. Joe said, but are you buying though? I've already bought all the dips, man. I've already bought all the dips. I'll be buying if we go lower. If Bitcoin goes down to 38,000, I'll definitely be buying. Be buying Bitcoin, I'll be buying some altcoins. For sure. Probably more altcoins in that scenario. But I'll definitely be buying if Bitcoin goes down to that level, which we don't really know if it is, right? We don't know if it is. That's just a scenario. McDonald's M forming. Yeah, we looked at the McDonald's M. We looked at it. The McDonald's M. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. You guys are like, Jordan, that's not funny. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. It's just a. Jordan, that's not funny. It's all right, guys. I work at McDonald's, so it's just me. I'm just practicing for my next shift. Okay, it's actually a good day for the McDonald's hat, honestly. I haven't rocked the McDonald's cap in a while. You know, it's sort of been nice, but we got the McDonald's hat for today.
Listening to Prince for a long time.
Minus 100K. The Bears gonna be like, minus 100K. Yeah, dude. I mean, Plan B has been so accurate, dude. It's actually like kind of crazy how accurate it's been up to this point. Now we obviously have to see where we close September, but up to this point, it's been really good. Not gonna lie. All right, let's go check out Cardano. People are pissed at Cardano right now. I had someone in the chat saying Cardano. I'm sick of Cardano. I saw someone say Cardano sucks. I saw someone say I actually didn't see any of that stuff. I'm sort of making it up. You need a Buzz Lightyear outfit? I do. I do need a Buzz Lightyear outfit. All right, so Cardano just sort of in this downwards channel, right? I mean, look at the 4 touches on the top side, and I mean, you have like 4 touches on the bottom side too. Just pretty much in a downwards channel at the moment. I mean, could we round out and come back down? I mean, it's not the end of the world, and it's not. It's definitely not a scenario that's not out of the realm of possibility, guys. But like I said, this is short term. This is why I don't like looking at the 1 hour and 4 hour, guys, because everyone just gets so panicky when we look at the 1 hour, when we look at the 4 hour. That's why I don't like to do it, but I do it because I know you guys like to look at them. So, you know, in reality, I mean, this could round out and come back down in the scenario that Bitcoin drops to 38,000. In the scenario that Bitcoin does not drop to 38,000, well, you know, just looking at where we are in the basic chart right now, I mean, we're still in a general range of basic support and resistance. I mean, you can see right here, you're hugging it right now on the 4 hour, but you're trying to hold this bunch of previous resistance levels and trying to flip them as support, trying to flip them as support, trying to flip them as support, trying to flip them as support. You're trying to. Can you hold it? Can you hold it is the question. If you do and you can bounce, all right, perfect. We probably come back up and test this channel again. If we can't, well, I mean, it's just based like what I'm seeing here. I mean, there's not much support below you here, right? Not much support below this general area. Could drop down to back down to 190 possibly. 190 if this green box of support does break, right? Certainly a scenario. And obviously with these alts, you got to watch what Bitcoin does, guys. Bitcoin is king. Okay? Don't let anyone tell you that Bitcoin is not king. Yes, gains wise, it might not be king, but it leads everything else. Okay? It leads everything else. New Green Dildo said, guys, last bull market, I would have made so much more money if I didn't try to trade and just held the coins I had at the start. Yeah, you can't try the New Green Dildo. I've gave up trying to hype people up of trying to do that, man. I've gave it up. People are gonna try to trade the market. They're gonna be successful maybe once or twice, okay, and then they're gonna think they're a genius. Okay, and they're gonna think that they can time the crypto market tops and bottoms, and you're just not gonna do it. So there's no point in trying to argue with people. Over time, people will realize that it's way less stressful to just sit back and let it do its thing. But you can't reason with people because they haven't been in the market long enough. They haven't been in the market long enough. So that's really ADA at the moment. We look at ADA on the weekly time frame. Let's see what we got going on the weekly. Let's see. Let's see. 38,000. So, I mean, ADA did break this general support here. Right here. So you did break that general support line, and you know, so the weekly does not look great on ADA. Like, to be honest, I mean, look, I guess we can be honest with each other, right? I mean, you know, we're not. I think most people that watch the channel regularly are pretty realistic people, right? I mean, I don't think everyone's a moon boy in here, or a moon girl, I should say, moon girl or moon boy. Okay, but moon girl. I never actually said moon girl before. We're not all moon boys in here. You know, clearly I'm not a moon boy. I only wear my helmet sometimes here. Yeah, I only wear my helmet sometimes. But you know, this price action's not great for Cardano. But what I will say is, you know, you got some more support. I mean, if you look at where you bounced on the last weekly candle, right here, you can see that this was nice support last week, right? Where you came back down and wicked down to this 190 level. That's the level I'm watching there on the weekly for Cardano. If in the scenario that Bitcoin jumps up slower, like I said, we don't know. Like, we don't know. No one knows what happens short term. People can act like they're gonna know, but then no one's gonna predict what happens short term. What I mean by short term, I mean literally day to day. Like, what's gonna happen tomorrow? No one knows. What's gonna happen the day after tomorrow? No one knows. What's gonna happen on Thursday? No one knows. Okay. What's going to happen on Friday? No one knows. So, I mean, whatever ADA does, I'm just looking for 190 to hold. Whether we just hold the line here and we bounce, or we come back down here, I'm just looking for that to hold, no matter what the scenario is. Okay, that's what you did last week, and that's what you want to do this week. And the scenario that doesn't break, I mean, you still have your weekly close level here, which I think is the more important level, right? Where you close here on the weekly at like 170. That's the more important level to hold. But, you know, first I like to hold this wick up here at about 190 or 8 on the week. I enjoy the moonlight. Does that make me a moon girl? Yes, no name. No name's a moon girl. No name is usually pretty bullish in the chat. I'm bullish too. You know, like I guess I can call myself a moon boy. Like, I'm a moon boy, but I'm a realist moon boy, right? I'm a realist moon boy. So that's 8 on the weekly. That's really 8 on the weekly. Not much really else to say about Captain Ada there. Macro. Let's check out the macro. It's a new week, guys. So we have some data on the DXY. We have some data on the stock market. Let's see what's going on there. Let's start with the DXY. DXY didn't do anything. I mean, it went up again today, but you're still below that resistance. You know, you keep butting your head against it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Sounds like what I'm going to do with Ethereum in a little bit. But you keep butting your... Why am I so big? Why am I so big? All right. So it just seems like you keep butting your head against the resistance there. Will this break for the US dollar? Will it? We'll have to find out, man. I mean, this is going to tell us a lot, I think, what's going to happen short term here. You know, short term, this could tell us a lot. So we'll continue to watch that, but definitely watch this. This is a big guy. If we do break this to the upside, it's not great for crypto, considering that, I mean, this is a pretty big resistance going back pretty far. And if this doesn't break and you sort of double top here and we start to roll back over, really good for crypto. Really good for crypto. So obviously keep an eye on this. Pretty important to keep an eye on. Stock market, and pretty much a nothing burger day today. You know, still a green day technically, but nevertheless, pretty much a nothing burger day to comment on there. I mean, you're just trying to bounce back up. Can you continue the bounce? Probably going to depend on the DXY, right? Same thing as crypto. Let's see. Heard pump music playing at Savvy's house. That's good, man. I mean, he's had to wait 1.5 years to play some pump music, man. I'm happy for him. All right. Total market cap. Let's see. Let's see the total. Yeah, I mean, total, nothing's really changed on the total. We're still just watching this macro wedge. Simple as that. Macro wedge. 3 touches on the bottom, 3 touches on the top. Just this slightly there. So multiple touches on the top, multiple touches on the bottom. You know, at the end of the day, in total market cap, you just want to hold this resistance, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, and support. So you just want to continue holding this general green box of support coming across. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. That's the macro level there. I mean, you can see how important it is over time. If you do break down below this, probably not great for crypto. Probably not great. But like we said, we are in a bullish pattern here, right? So we'll see if this does break out. I mean, typically these do break out to the upside. So we'll see if we continue to hold that support, guys. Dump is happening, 42 100s. We're at 42 200 right now. 42 200. Alts are taking a little bit of a beating right now. Link down 7%. Damn. Everything else is kind of all right. VeChain down 5. Algo down 6. ADA down 5. Or actually, ADA down 4. ETH down 4. So, I mean, some decent alt dips here. Decent alt dips. Let's see what Bitcoin does for the rest of this hour. 42 140. Gets to 44K and dumps every time. 40K won't hold again. And once we go below that, that panic will kick in and bear market triggered. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Bears only. Moon Boys, give us your money. The Bears are getting loud again, man. All right, daily close, guys. Daily close. So we closed at 42 140. Not a great daily candle there to break down from that support line. Not great. Not a great hourly candle. 4-hour candle. I don't love the 4-hour candle either. We broke below this previous resistance. All right, so probably likely we're coming back down to at least 41,000, where we've came back down to the last 2 times, right? 1, 2. Probably likely we are coming back down to at the current moment. Daily. What are we watching here on the daily? Not so much worried about this. It's just more of a macro line. Daily, I mean, you had a bearish engulfing candle in the daily. So yeah, typically a pretty bearish candle there. So we'll see. We'll see. We know what the big picture, guys. I mean, don't take the dumps as a surprise. That's why we go every stream. We go over the bearish scenarios. Okay, every single stream. Now, obviously, we don't want the bearish scenarios. That's why we go over them. That's why we go over them. And as we know, Bitcoin. How many times have we just seen Bitcoin do what it wants to do? Bitcoin does what it wants to do when it wants to do it. Let's not forget that, guys. Let's not forget that. And once you start seeing everyone saying, all right, yep, Bitcoin's going to 38,000. Bitcoin's going to 38,000, which, you know, I think if we drop here a little bit, I think you're going to be seeing everyone calling for 38,000. Everyone, man. And I think that if you did have a move to 38,000, man, like if that does come, that's going to shake out a lot of people, man. That's going to shake out a lot of people, dude. It's just the psychological barrier of the 30s again. It's going to shake out a lot of people if that does happen. Not sure if it is or not. Wouldn't be surprised by a dip into the high 30s, but I don't think it would trade there for very long. Yeah, I agree, Greg. I think, like we said, in the event that we do drop here, you know, you think George is upset he threw in 100K? No. Yeah, George is not upset. George is a long-term investor, man. George thinks the same way I do. That's why I don't really care about these short-term moves. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. You got to think a little bit long-term. People just don't want to think long-term. And people think that they're smarter than everyone else and can time the tops and bottoms of the market, which you're not going to be able to do. You're not going to be able to do consistently. You know what I mean? You're just not. So in the event that we do drop here, guys, I think it's going to be quick. I don't think you're going to be trading down there for very long. I think that'll get bought up pretty quickly, seeing how we haven't been down there yet. You know, I think that would get bought up super quick. $38,000 Bitcoin. Boop. I think it'll be a quick bottom. Quick bottom back up. Boop, boop. I can see something like this. Boop, boop. We come back up, come back down, come back up. Sort of have a little like inverse head and shoulders type thing going on, which then breaks us out of the wedge. I could see a scenario like that playing out in the event that we do drop here, which, you know, in the charts, I mean, it does look, you know, it does look a little dumpy. It does look a little dumpy. But as we do know, what do we know about Bitcoin, guys? Bitcoin can do whatever it wants to do. If Bitcoin wants to pump right now, it's gonna pump. It's gonna pump, man. Right? We know Bitcoin. We just saw it the other day. We rounded out right here. We rounded out right here. You know, everyone was like, "Oh, Bitcoin's done," and then Bitcoin just pumps. I mean, yeah, we didn't pump up very high, but that's sort of what I'm saying. Is like, when Bitcoin wants to pump, it's just gonna do it, and it's gonna be when you least expect it, right? But I could see something along the lines of this. I could see playing out here. I think that's what would make the most sense for Bitcoin. Drop down here, you shake out everyone. Everyone's panicking. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Fear and Greed Index drop into like a 10. All-time low, even though you're at 40,000-ish. and then we pump back up. Leave everyone that sold down here in the dust. Come back up. Come back down again. Everyone, oh, we got rejected again. Come back down. Bounce back up. Oh, we're going to get rejected from the wedge. And we don't. That's the scenario. Like I said, it seems the most realistic, just based off the price action we're getting, and just based off like how we can't seem to break this. We need some momentum. I think one more shakeout and a V bottom could give us that momentum. But we need something to give us a little bit of momentum here. You know, need something. Jordan doesn't need a Moon Boy character. He is one. Yeah. Not dumping, meh. You said not dumping. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the charts. I mean, like I said, guys, the charts are only part of the story. If the whales want to pump it back up, you're going to see a whale flying across the screen like this, dude. He's going to fly across the screen. Here he is. Look at him. He's going to fly across the screen. He's going to buy the dip, and it's going to come back up. Whenever they want to do it. I don't know when they're going to do it. No one knows, but, you know, just looking at the chart, I mean, you did break this cluster of resistance and support here. I mean, it's looking likely. I mean, there's not much to bounce off of in this general range here. It just seems likely that you come back down to at least 40,700. Bearing in mind that a whale comes in and just buys it up. You know? Scare money don't make no money. Exactly, dude. And if Bitcoin goes to 38,000, holy moly, I'm going to be buying some alts, man. I'm going to be buying some alts like you don't believe. Some heavy alts. Yeah. heavy alts. All right, let's see. I don't know why I have why do I have an XRP chart here? Look at XRP. You tried to break out of the wedge yesterday. Remember we were saying XRP is going to break out of the wedge? We couldn't close out of it. It came right back down and closed right under it. For everyone that wanted to know about XRP. And you're sort of back in your wedge. XRP. DD said, not a bear, but my first ever short today. Entry on ETH at 3,020. 15K and 3x leverage. I get to make money shorting and use that to buy the dip. Nice, yeah. Hey, if you can do it, man. If you can do it, do it. You know? As I say, there's nothing wrong with trading. Just make sure you're doing it smartly, you know? You said about a dip. All right, let's do some of these super chats here. Actually, let's check the Fear and Greed Index. I'm sure the Fear and Greed Index dropped. 26, bro. 26? Come on, man. A 26? At 26. Let's go see what Bob's doing. Go see what Bob's doing.
I'm so scared. Guys, I'm scared. Mom. Mom. There's a ghost in my room. There's a ghost in my room. His name's Bitcoin. I'm so scared. Bitcoin's dropping, which means Shiba's gonna drop. They didn't tell me this was gonna happen. I know, Mom. I told you, I know. I told you I was gonna buy the dip if it dipped, but now I'm too scared to buy the dip. I know at 48,000, I said if it ever dropped below 40,000 again, I was gonna buy the dip. But now I'm too scared to do it. Now I'm too scared. Even though 2 weeks ago, I was so excited for a dip. All I wanted to do was buy a dip. Oh no. 42,000. I gotta go, guys. Gotta go eat dinner. Meatloaf will make me feel good. Meatloaf and Mountain Dew are the only two things that make me feel good in my life. Catch you guys in the bear market.
Oh, man. All right. People crack me up, dude. People crack me up. Yeah, we're at 48,000. I can't wait till a dip. I'm gonna buy up the dip. We get a dip. Oh, it's the end. Oh no.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Oh, man. Oh, it's bouncing. Bitcoin's trying to bounce. I don't know if it's going to bounce here, though. Could bounce here. I mean, just looking at the chart, there's just not a lot of support here at this level. I mean, if you bounce from this level, cool, whatever. I'll take it. Not a lot of support here. Seriously, this is dumping. Sure, man. I mean, we're in the same range we've been in for the past week. Down, up, down, up, down. What's next? I don't know, but we're just still in the same range that we've been in for the last week. Man. All right. Let's go. Let's do some of these super chats here before I get too far behind. Let's see. A 3D NFT? That would be freaking awesome, dude. I love a 3D NFT. Chris X said IDEX finally broke out. Well, I'm hoping it still broke out with this little dip here. Let's see. It's like day 7 in this range. Let's see. IDEX. It did finally break out, man. Chris Ek, I got you with the pump music, man. Just this is for Chris Ek, guys. He deserves it. He deserves it. There's a lag on the pump music. All right, Chrisek, you went up 74%. 74% today. You finally broke out of this little wedge. You like dumped out of the wedge, you came back into it, and then you pumped. I don't know if you take any profits or not, but nice little pump there, dude. Nice little pump. I got to give it to you. Where we go now? Well, you want to hold this previous resistance and flip it as support, right? So you got this general previous support here. You just want to flip it as support, or previous resistance. You just want to flip it as support and bounce back up. You know, so I'm not sure if this is going to follow Bitcoin or not. Doesn't seem like it's really following Bitcoin, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's a relatively new asset here. But nice, dude. Don't want to hold vet. It doesn't say don't want to hold vet, all right? Jeez, you guys always crapping on VeChain. Everyone always craps on VeChain, man. All right, let's see. BTC goes to 40K. Jordan gets promoted to McNuggets. Oh, where's my hat? Where's my hat? What is this, a plunger guy? What is this? What the heck is this thing? Woo! Man, I'm a moon boy. I'm a moon boy. We're going to 65K tomorrow. We're going to 65K. Guys, strap up. We're going to the moon. Strap up. We're going to the moon. What the heck is that thing, dude? Dale said savvy, bro. I'm done. Alright. Tony said, you got a new. Tony said, can you do TA on Tezos? I'm all in. Do you like Tezos? Let's see. Alright, let's do Tezos here. I said you're crazy. All right, Tezos. Let's zoom out a little bit. Wake up, Jordan. I'm still trying to get off this weekend coffee grind, guys. We're still on this weekend coffee grind. Or sorry, this no afternoon coffee grind. After drinking afternoon coffees every day for I can't even remember how long. It's a grind here. It's a grind, but we're going to do it. I'm not going to cave. I almost caved today. All right, so Tezos. You can see how important this golden pocket is. Previous resistance. Look at how much support you have in this level, too. So very important level for Tezos. Very, very important level for Tezos. You break this, you could be dropping back down to this previous cluster of support down here at like 523. So you definitely want to hold this for Tezos. You know, in the event that you do, you probably come back. I mean, just based off your price action, you probably come back up to 755. So I'd watch 521 if you dump, for sure. Which you have a lot of support in this area, but it's just a matter of is Bitcoin gonna dump or pump here? You know, like I said, this is why I don't like looking at indicators for alts, guys, because it's sort of one of those things where it doesn't even really matter at the end of the day. What did I just hear in the chat? Oh man, I have no idea what I just heard. 26 was yesterday? $25. We're in extreme fear, guys. Oh no! We're at extreme fear now. I apologize. We're not at fear anymore. We're on extreme fear. And we're sitting at $42,000.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero!
Oh man. The last two times we hit extreme fear, the next day we actually moved to the upside. You know, I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen again. The last two times we hit extreme fear, we pumped to the upside. Just saying. Just saying. Not gonna say it third time might not be a charm. Or third time might be the charm, I guess, for the Bears, but that's ridiculous, dude. 26 and we're at 42,000. That's funny, bro. Really funny, dude. People are so emotional in this market, man. All right, let's see what's going on here. So BTC 40K gets promoted to McNuggets. Facts. Tony said we did Tezos already. Even became a member. What's going on, Even? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing real good. Thank you, Even.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Ali said 8 hours. Give me more details. What's going on with Bitcoin? Oh, you want to look at the 8-hour chart, which is slightly random here. Let's look at the 8-hour. I don't know why we'd ever look at the 8-hour chart, but hey, we're gonna do it just for you, man. Just for you. The 8-hour chart. 8-hour chart. Let's see. I am motion. He said I am in motion. The 8-hour chart. What is this supposed to tell me here? What is this 8-hour chart supposed to tell me here? Ali, I don't know what this is supposed to tell me. To be honest with you. I don't know if you're trying to tell me that this is a big support level here. Right here. Previous support. Trying to flip into support again. Not sure if that's what you're trying to tell me. Okay. I'm not really sure what you're trying to tell me, but it makes some sense. I mean, that's a pretty good support area for the 8-hour. Now it is the 8-hour chart, right? So I don't know how many people use the 8-hour chart, but it's definitely there, man. Definitely there. So I cannot deny that the 8-hour chart has a little bit of support there, for sure. Could you do Telcoin? Said out of the woods? Sure, man, but only if you come back in the woods, man. We're not out of the woods yet. Did you make your name Out of the Woods? Just because I said we're not out of the woods yet? Let's see. Let's see. M pattern is almost completed on the 4-hour. Almost. Doot. Almost there. You gotta break the neckline here. You break 41,200, you'll probably break the neckline. All right, Telcoin. Guys, this is the I'm sorry. Guys, what is the biggest, hold on. We're gonna do a poll in the chat. We're gonna do a poll. Biggest stable coin in crypto. Biggest stable coin in crypto. Telcoin. The graph. What am I missing, dude? Telcoin, the graph. Oh, AMP. And XLM. Let me know in the chat. The biggest stable coin in crypto. There you go. Which one is it? You got a poll up there right now. XLM. All right, Telcoin. Telcoin pretty much just going sideways, like literally going sideways here for the past 5 months, for the most part. But like this one is pretty good stable coin. I mean, you're pretty much locked to stay at around 2 cents. But no, but in all seriousness, it all comes back down to it, man. You got one little support here, and it's not much, but so far so good. You're holding it, man. So far so good.
Reward ratio.
You look here, I mean, you have some previous resistance in that general area, and that's where you're trying to hold as support right now. But that's really all you got. I mean, until this low here, there's not really much support here for Telcoin, you know? Until probably right here, we have a wick. You have this right here. So if this does break, right, in a scenario where this does break, you probably come back down here to 0.009 cents. Okay? That's where you probably come here. In the scenario that Telcoin does drop here, in the scenario. Right? If Bitcoin bounces, Telcoin will just probably bounce around this general area like it's done since May. You know? It's pretty much what it's done. So, I wouldn't say it's going to moon or anything. Until we see it, I'm not going to say it's going to moon. But there was a point in time I really liked Telcoin. I mean, obviously, it performed extremely well earlier this year. Since then, it hasn't really done much, which could mean that it's due. Not always, right? I mean, how many times have we said XRPs do? How many times have we said XLMs do? How many times have we said Litecoins do? You know? So, it doesn't always mean that, but definitely could see a move relatively soon. But like I said, if it does break, probably 0.93 cents. Most likely. Bitcoins. So this could just be what I'd watch here for this, guys, is can we get back into this little mini wedge? Or at least break back above this previous support line, even if you don't think it's a wedge. At least break back above this previous support line. And not flip it as resistance. Probably what we want to see Bitcoin do here. Preferably. Tell BTC would be a bad chart. Tell BTC. Let's look at Tell BTC. Tell BTC. At one point, it was really good. At one point, you were mooning against Bitcoin. Holy moly. You went up. Doesn't even tell me the percentage. You went up, I don't know, man, whatever this is. It doesn't even tell me the percentage. That's how much it went up. That's crazy. But, yeah, man. And then ever since then, you kind of dropped. But, yeah, I mean, Tell Bitcoin. Kind of hold it right on support, too, for Tell Bitcoin, right? Right here. Boom. Support. You break this, boom. Probably going down. What is the webcams thing always coming in here, dude? What do you think this is? Okay? Yeah, we talk about ETH. But what do you think this is? Red is the best color. Quit playing. Check Loud Market if you get a sec. I'm heavily invested. Loud Market. Didn't we already look at this and it wasn't on here? Or maybe it was. I'm not sure. Let's see. Loud. Yeah, Loud's not in here, man. Loud's not in here. What is this thing? Hold on. Unhide. I already banned that. I don't know how that webcam thing is posting. I already banned it. All right. Red. Ali said 8-hour chart. We did 8-hour chart. Stumbledore said people don't like trying different things. Blue. Cool Ranch sucks, but used to be my favorite till I found the purple one. The rest have no flavor now. Yeah, dude. Don't get me started about the purple ones, man.
Rant alert.
The purple Doritos are the best Doritos. Do not even argue with that with me. Okay? If you do, we're not going to be friends anymore. Okay? That's how serious this Dorito conversation is. Especially if you like the red ones. The red ones are even worse, dude. Billy said, opinion on the best stablecoins for HODL profit? Best stablecoins. I don't know if you're being honest. I don't know if you're actually kidding here. I'd say the best stablecoin you could be in, man, to be honest with you, is probably XLM. I mean, look at what people are voting right now. You know? AMP's a pretty good stablecoin too. Like, AMP's been going sideways for like over half a year now. You know? Most people think XLM is the highest stablecoin, though. I don't know if I agree with that. I think AMP is the highest stablecoin, guys. AMP has been ridiculous. AMP has been ridiculous. Even though XLM is our saying.
That's an XLM stablecoin.
I think it's got to be AMP. You know? Yellow purple is the best ever. Salsa verde Doritos are the best. Purple number 2. Those are good too. Oh, dude, you know what the underrated Doritos are? I like Doritos, clearly, guys. You know what the underrated Doritos are? The underrated Doritos are the ones with a hint of lime. You guys know what I'm talking about. The ones it's like the regular ones, but they have a hint of lime on them. Oh, those ones are delicious. Absolutely delicious. I'd eat those all day. If you ask me. Jordan, is this the hidden gem? It called D-Hub. Please take your time with it. I don't want to look at. I don't like to look at hidden gems, man. I don't know what that is. It's a B&B Smart all-in-one decentralized entertainment. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one, Ortham. I don't know. I'm not an altcoin gem channel. I don't like altcoin gem channels personally. To me, it's all. I won't get started about altcoin gem channels, but Shane said, Jordan, I skipped Wendy's and I tried Arby's. Nice, dude. Wendy's is pretty good. You don't like Arby's? Bro, he doesn't like Arby's. He doesn't like Arby's. Tostitos. See a smile when someone said purple's the best. Ben became a member. What's going on, Ben?
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
C-Day said McDonald's M forming on ETH. 4 hour. It's a sign. Yeah, dude. It's on ETH and Bitcoin, to be honest, but it's on ETH. Where's my ETH chart? McDonald's M formation on the 4 hour for ETH. It's there. It's definitely there. You know? Boop, boop, boop. You gotta come back down. You just gotta break 2746. And that's your M. Your M pattern. For Captain ETH. Ryan said, been listening to Plan B for a long time. It's worked out very well, whether it's a short or a long. We'll buy any dips for his 60K October, 100K December. We'll see if he continues to be right. He's been right so far, man. I can't argue against something that's been so close, at least for the past 2 months. I can't. It doesn't have to continue to be right. All models are meant to be broken, guys, whether it's Plan B, whether it's the 4-year cycle theory, whether it's a elongated cycle theory, whether it's, you know, bull market ending in what happened to the end of within 2 weeks of September 23rd. What happened to that prediction? I don't hear anyone talk about that anymore. Even that one seems like it's probably gonna be broken, but everything is meant to be broken at the end of the day, you know. But I can't argue against it until it's wrong, you know. Until it's wrong, I can't argue against it. I'm loving it. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. What's up, Waterfly? Thanks for the shout out, man. Yeah, if you guys can like and subscribe to the stream if you guys are new, or if you guys aren't new and just want to like the stream, I appreciate it, guys. It's probably a slower day today. I usually don't look at what's going on with the stream until after, but I'm going to guess it's probably a slower day today because Bitcoin's really not doing much today. Pretty much a crab day for Bitcoin when you really take a look at it. Ralph said, what do you think about Cody craze is over? The Cody craze. Let's see. The Cody craze. I don't really know what the Cody... Holy jolly. Holy camole. Holy tamale. Holy tomato.
Pump when it like
Cody's just pumping, man. Cody's just pumping. Cody is making a giant green pickle to the upside right now. Absolutely insane. So, I mean, we'll see if it continues. Like I said, you do have bearish divergence, right? So the bearish divergence is still there. You need to continue to pump here in order to negate this bearish divergence, right? It's still there. It's still there. So you want to see this pump a little bit more, get back above this previous level in the RSI, and sort of continue up from there. That's really, really what you want to do, okay? That's really what you want to do. But in the meantime, you are pickling up a storm right now, dude. Next target's 91.3 cents. I mean, that's your 1.618 Fibonacci target. So just a reminder, you do have bearish divergence, though. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind here. Keep that in mind. That's a big pickle. It is pretty big pickle, huh? It's pretty big. I mean, this is what we want Bitcoin to do. We want Bitcoin to have one of these, except we want it to be this way. Hold on, let's see if I can do it. Hold on. I'm going to go for this, guys. I don't know if this is going to work, but... It's not working, bro. It doesn't work, but we want it to be up. We don't want it to be the sideways pickle, you know? We want it to be the upwards pickle. So that is Bitcoin at the moment. Well, that's Cody at the moment. Cody's looking pretty good. All right, Bitcoin is... See, right now, guys, this could be pretty juicy here. This could be some pretty juicy price action. If Bitcoin can break back above this previous support, okay, and get back up in here, it'll be pretty good. The thing you don't want to do in the short term is come back up here, get rejected, and come back down. All right, this could just be a back test. So we'll see what Bitcoin does over the course of the next few minutes. But that's what we're watching. Bitcoin seems like a fake out, shakeout. I don't know what the fake out, shakeout is, man. I don't know what that is. Let's get the pickle out of here, though. No more pickle right now, because we need a true green pickle. The pickle pumps are disturbing. That's a sideways moving pickle. I think George is upset he threw in 100K. No, George's not upset in 100K. Like I said, guys, George thinks long term. I think long term. Short term movements are... They get you excited, right? They get you excited, or they give you anxiety. One of the two. That's why you should never have more money than you can afford to lose in crypto. If you have too much money in crypto, that's going to make you super emotional about your investment, right? So never have too much. As much as I might say I love crypto, I'll never be over leveraged to the point where I'm going to be so... Yeah, I mean, if Bitcoin went, if crypto went to zero, would I be pissed? Yeah, I'd be pissed. Yeah, I'd be pissed. I mean, I don't think anyone would say they wouldn't be pissed. Would life go on? Yes. Some people are too over leveraged in crypto where if it went down, their life would be literally ruined. Right? So don't be one of those people. As much as we might say that crypto's awesome, right? Crypto is the world. Don't hold fiat. Don't hold fiat, right? Have some other assets other than crypto, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Mamba said, ADA head and shoulders, 4 hours. We gonna break $2. Yeah, ADA was looking a little dumpy when we looked at it last time. ADA was looking a little dumpy. I can say look on ADA on the daily. I mean, you broke this previous high here. So, I mean, you don't really have much support. I mean, Bitcoin's trying to hold up right now. Somehow, like I said, could just be a back test for Bitcoin. Gotta wait to see what it does, but yeah, just looking at the charts, I mean, it just looks like a round out, a round out, a round out, bearing. We get some, and not you know, bearing like that, like the what you call it, like the pronoun, not the pronoun, the what's it called, bearing, like bear. You guys get my joke. BCH said, my perfect scenario is a drop to like the 40-41K range with a wick down to 37-39K, then a massive pump to the upside. It's exactly what I expect, BCH. Exactly what I expect to happen here for Bitcoin. This is my scenario for Bitcoin. This is the bearish scenario for Bitcoin. A bullish scenario, we don't drop that far. Bearish scenario, this is what I'm looking at here. I'd still watch the analysis at 0, bud. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it, dude. But yeah, I mean, this is my bearish scenario for Bitcoin. You know, what I see, in my opinion, I mean, is there always a scenario we go lower than that? Sure. There's always a scenario, but this is what I sort of see happening here, right? A quick move down the 38,000-ish. I don't see that staying there. Like you said, I don't see that staying there. I see a quick recovery back up, right? People FOMO back in. We get rejected up here again. We start coming back down. People panic sell again. Then we go. That's obviously the scenario that I think would make the most sense based off our wedge and based off our golden pocket zone here. And you'd sort of have some like inverse head and shoulders type action going on. I think that would make the most sense. But the whales don't do what makes sense, man. They do what they want to do when they want to do it. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I mean, your prediction's pretty much, your perfect scenario is pretty much the same thing. CD said, not a bear, but did my first ever short today. CD, no problem with trading, man. You do you. You do you. Make sure you're doing it smart, man. Don't do too over leverage. You did 3x leverage. That's perfect. Just don't be over leveraged. Dead frog on log. You know what mean, you know? What's up, Keith? Dead frog. I know what you mean, Keith. We can look at that in a sec. Sonny said, King Jordan, sell signal tomorrow on the daily candle if it opens and closes below the 8-week EMA. Great time to make money. 21.55 cross happening now. So sell signal on the daily, said Sonny. Sell signal on the daily. So you're saying it's gonna say we're gonna drop. I don't know, man. What's everyone's thought process right now? I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm thinking right now, I'm sort of thinking to myself right now, you know, what is the majority of people think that's going to happen in the short term? I'm not talking long term. What's the majority people thinking is going to happen in the short term? Can you guys answer me in the chat? Like, be honest. What do you think, like, the majority of person, like the person that's into crypto right now, think is going to happen in the short term, like in the next week or so? Based on what I've been hearing, I've been hearing a lot of the same thing, that, you know, Bitcoin could dip one more time. That's what I've been hearing a lot. And you guys know I like, you know, sort of sentiment analysis. I love sentiment analysis. I hope one day that we can get like a true crypto sentiment analysis, which the Fear and Greed Index tries to do it. I don't think it's perfect. Hope one day we can get a better one. I love sentiment analysis. There's a lot of people saying Bitcoin could take one more low. Everyone's sort of saying, you know, one more low, including myself. Like, and sometimes I find myself doing this exact same thing. And it's not really parroting. It's just like, that's what makes the most sense on the charts, right? 38,000. Everyone is saying the exact same thing. Everyone is saying this. Everyone's sort of expecting one more shakeout to the downside, I feel like, before we start moving up. This is what everyone's expecting, right? Is, you know, a quick move down to this green box-ish, right? 36 to 38,000, and then a move back up. That's what everyone is expecting right now. At least that's in crypto, right? The bulls are expecting that. The bears might be expecting something else. What if that doesn't happen? Okay? That's just sort of my thought process with a lot of this stuff. If everyone's thinking we go down to 36 to 38,000, if everyone's banking on that, Does it happen? Well, historically, no, right? Historically, no, we don't go to where everyone thinks we're going to go. What does that mean for us? You know, I don't really have a, you know, anything to really tell us anything about that yet. I hope to one day maybe make something like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's something I always think about. It's like, it's not always about the chart. I mean, charts are awesome, but I don't know. The herd's usually wrong, I feel like. The herd's usually wrong. Never going to happen. 40K is the lowest. If it goes to 36K, I will never come back. Hey, yeah, that's pretty harsh, man. That's pretty harsh, dude. You said it'll never come back if it goes to 36K. We could go much lower. Interesting way to look at it. Crypto Shock said 43K end of month. Sure. I agree, man. What about CME gap? And I'm talking short term, guys. I mean, you know, a lot of YouTubers think it's going to go up in the long term. I mean, not everyone. Long term, I mean, YouTubers are bulls, guys. I mean, YouTubers are in crypto because they like it, or they're have a channel because they're just bears all the time. But you know, majority of YouTubers are bullish long term. It doesn't show the full sentiments for the whole population. Whole population's bears, and as a whole. But we talked about this earlier, so I'm not gonna go through that. CD said, "Oh no, we did that." Dander said, "Check out Hero .io. We can scan you 3D NFT for gaming."
Nope.
No offense, Xander, but I don't even know what that is, man. You know? On the Grind said, just talk to my best friend. Okay? Just talk to my best friend into buying ETH and Cardano today. First time buyer. Was this a good timing or a sketch? Should I feel good or bad? I don't usually... So, this is my thing with telling my friends and family to buy. There's no problem with telling your friends and family to buy crypto, but you gotta make it known to them, like, hey, crypto's really volatile right now. So don't buy, and this is what I tell you guys too. I mean, I tell this to everyone, even my family. I'm like, I believe in crypto long term, right? So if you believe in crypto long term, there's never a bad time to buy. But if you're not okay with that investment going down 50%, I just use 50% as a baseline. If you're not okay with that investment going down 50%, do not buy, because, like I've always said, I mean, it would be awesome to get your family into crypto, but the problem is if they buy with a large amount of money and then they lose 50% of it, some family won't forgive you for that, right? So some friends won't forgive you for that. So just make it known up front that, hey, I told you this could happen, right? I told you this could happen up front, because, you know, bear markets come at some point, you know? So just make it known that, just always make that known to them. Seriously. Ricky said I'm in crypto because I like the abuse. That's brutal, Ricky. M Creek said, Jordan, look at Zuga coin. Imagine being a bag holder on that coin. Went from $50 to over 6 figures in one day, and it's still up there. Zuga coin? If it's on TradingView, I'll look at it. It's not on TradingView, man. But I mean, $50 to 6 figures in one day. Holy crap, that's crazy. Don't care about short term as long as you're here every day. Wow, man, that's some nice words, Ralph. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for the kind words, dude. That made my night, man. That made my night on a relatively boring night for crypto again. I mean, yesterday we got some price action, which was good. Tonight, I mean, dropped a little bit, but I mean, relatively we're just in a range. Still just in a giant range here, mostly. Refresh your feed. 26 was yesterday. Yeah, Fear and Greed's at 20, 25 now? 25? That filter made you Hit head. What, the moon boy? Guys, at the end of the day, hold on.
I'm a moon boy. All you bears in the chat. All you bears in the chat are dumb. We're going to 65K tomorrow. We're in a falling wedge. We're in a falling wedge. Jordan says we always break. Jordan says we always break to the upside. You must trust Jordan. Okay? We're going to the moon. You must always trust. You know? I use my, as Crypto Kirby would say, I use my $500 stimmy. Because my name's Jimmy. And I bought crypto with my $500 stimmy. Oh, man. That's my cousin. It's my new cousin, Jimmy, the moon boy. Jimmy the moon boy. Welcome to the stream, Jimmy. Jimmy the moon boy. It's a little disturbing. Oh, man. Someone said, how'd you get my hat? This creeps me out in a great way. Oh, man. Someone would said Savvy would choke out the moon boy so bad. All right. Wrench said 2 days ago, Raoul Paul is saying that global payments at Asset XRP has a great risk-reward ratio despite a lawsuit filed with the USC. Yeah, I mean, like we always said, XRP at some point will go up, right? At some point will go up. I just don't want to wait till it does, right? I'd rather have my money in something else that's going to make me money now rather than wait for the possibility that XRP goes up. That's just my personal preference. Holding a little XRP, definitely no problem with holding XRP, man. If you want to hold some XRP just in case it pops off, by all means. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Would I be an XRP maxi? No, I wouldn't be an XRP maxi. Benilo said, what up, Jordan? You do a hell of a job on the stream. Much respect. You got ETH long term. What do you think of Sushi Swap and AMD Matic? Short term. Matic hasn't been great short term, but it's I mean, it's in the same pattern as everything else. I mean, you're just in a little wedge. You're in a little wedgie, right? So that's really what you're watching here from Matic at the end of the day, man. And I'm sure you're in most of these for other coins, right? Can you turn the filter back off? You always have it on this one. We know you're bald. I'm bald. This is, what do you guys think in the chat? Am I bald, or is this my real hair? What do you guys think in the chat? Bald or real hair? How's the hairline doing today? Actually got a little bit of a back. Too bad. All right, sushi. Look at the hairline, guys. Look at the hairline. It's actually coming back a little bit. Oh, we retraced the hairline back to the previous all-time high. So we're back at the previous all-time high. We retraced. Looks like we're consolidating there. I mean, I would prefer if we retrace a little bit more. It would definitely be better for a little bit buying opportunity back down in this range. But you know, if we continue to hold this support here, we might be going back in. We might be going back into the 1.618 fib, which would make the bulls happy. But I'm definitely a bear in my hairline. Definitely a bear. I definitely want it to drop. No, but in all seriousness, sushi, you're just sort of in a downtrend for sushi. I mean, it's not really in any type of pattern. It's just sort of, you know, going up and down in a general range, but obviously with one little range up here. When it's all said and done for sushi, you just want to hold this general green box, right? So previous resistance, support.
You just want to continue holding this level as support. A lot of alts, Bitcoin's at a pretty important spot in its range. You just want to continue holding these ranges, right? That's what we're watching for a lot of these coins. Sushi, Matic, all the friends here. All the friends. Look at Bitcoin, man. Chilling. You got ETH long term? I do got ETH long term, man. I got Matic too. I got Matic. Oh, it's a Matic. Oh, gosh, I need to get. I got the coffees, man. Salsa Verde Doritos are the best. Purple number 2. I would say purple and then the lime ones. Okay, the chili lime ones, and then the blue Doritos, and then the red Doritos. That's my order. Lisa said, "Can you look at Compound? Pumped. Went up at like 5 a.m. Was sleeping. Looks like is breaking down. Want a DCA? My cost right now is $353." Said Lisa. Let's check out Cosmos. Cosmosis. DXY broke out. Check that out. Cosmos. Pumped at 3 a.m. Looks like it's having a breakdown on a dollar cost average. My cost right now is $353. Wait, hold on. Oh, Compound. I thought you said Cosmos. Compound. Your dollar cost average is $353. You want a dollar cost average down. You're at a pretty important level here. Let me actually get rid of this. I mean, you can see looking left. You have a support here, support all throughout here. Right? Pretty important level. That's where you're right at right now. So in theory, if you do break that, you know, maybe going back down to what looks like to be about 330. 330, probably the first level I'd look at. And then bearing some like major dip. I mean, I'd probably say about 267, some previous resistance, some previous support. I'd probably look at those two levels next. If you were looking dollar cost average in at those couple levels. And that's if Bitcoin drops, right? If Bitcoin drops, that's probably the levels you're going to, most likely. My favorite Dorito is the next Dorito. That's true. You can't go wrong with any type of Dorito, man. Like they're really good. Sometimes you'll say sometimes I just sit there and eat the whole bag. I'm not gonna lie. And you guys have any funny food stories? Like sometimes, you know, I'll sit there and I'll eat a whole bag of chips. Not very often. It's probably like this is probably maybe once or twice a year. I'll just have the sudden urge just to down a whole bag of Doritos in one sitting. It's maybe like once, probably maybe closer to once a year. I don't know. You get that urge just to go eat a whole bag of Doritos. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Lucas became a member. What's going on, Lucas?
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Good to have you in here, my friend. Hope you're in here for a long time, dude. Hope you're in here for a long time. See some pickles on the way up, you know? Some nice pickles. Aaron said I'd still watch the analysis at 0, bud. Imagine me doing analysis at 0. Guys, would you watch me if Bitcoin? Would you watch my channel if Bitcoin dropped to 0? Let me know in the chat. Would you? You know, we crabbing when Jordan asks if anyone has any food stories. You know it, Booney. You know the boring days, man. I mean, you can only talk about crypto so much, dude. I just like streaming, so that's why I stay on, you know. But what was I just saying? Would you guys watch me if Bitcoin went to 0 once a year? Imagine if we would just crab at 0, and then, I mean, it would be some pretty good dollar cost average here. But I mean, if Bitcoin went to 0, crypto would probably be dead. So, you know what I mean? Crypto would probably be dead if we went to 0. I'm not gonna lie. Key said dead. Frog on log. You know what? You know what? Me and you know. I know what you mean. You're telling me to look at the chart on the log scale, and it looks. This is what I don't want to look at this, man. This is what's his name says. Okay, when it's dumb. No one looks at the chart like this. It's just this is a dumb way to look at the chart. When I could do this and say, "Holy moly, look at Bitcoin." You know, I could say this was a dead cat bounce, and this was too. This was a dead cat bounce. This was a dead cat bounce. Anyways. Great said, can you look at Phantom, please? What's the next brand's price target? Phantom. Phantom. Pump music? We're not pumping. Oh, Phantom actually might be going up a little bit here. Look at Phantom. Phantom making some movements. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. You know? Can you break this high right here? If Phantom can break this high right here, guys. If Phantom could break this high right here. Boom, boom. Okay? And I'm really emphasizing the boom here, clearly. If we can break this, probably looking at a pretty good price movement to the upside. But you got to break this general resistance here. But you have broken this like kind of downtrend, even though it's not like a clear downtrend. It's kind of a weird downtrend, to be honest. You know, kind of a weird downtrend. Let's see. Hold on, sending a text, guys. I'm sending a text. Don't be getting any dirty ideas in your head. Don't get any ideas in your head. All right. I had to get that text over with, man. I mean, I was making someone wait for like 3 hours. I'm a really bad texter, guys. I don't know if you guys ever text me at any point. I'm a really bad texter, man. I take like 3 hours to text people back. And not because I do it on purpose. It's just because I generally just don't check my text. All right. Phantom. Yeah, if you break this resistance right here, you're gonna be someone said stop panic selling, dude. Someone said stop panic selling. I promise I didn't just sell my whole portfolio, guys. I promise I didn't sell my whole portfolio, man. I have my my ghost account. What is it? No, my Kevin Durant. What's it called? What's it called when you have a fake account and you stand up for yourself with your fake account? Crap, dude. What's the name for it, man? Kevin Durant has like a bunch of them. I forget. You guys can probably tell me in the chat. I'm standing up for myself in the chat. Don't care about short term. As long as you are here every day, life is good. Ralph, that is absolutely beautiful, man. Ralph, that made my night, man. Thank you so much, dude. It's kind words like that make me come back here every day. You know, I unfortunately I have to stop crying because the ground is getting all wet below me, and I'm gonna have to clean it up after the stream. So I can only cry so much, but Thank you so much, Ralph. It means the world to me, man. Means the world to me, man. My burner account. Yeah, I was on my burner account. I just got your text. No, I don't think you should sell everything, sir. Man. All right. Ralph said, "Fave Doritos with my kids watching football." Fave Doritos with my kids watching football. I don't know what your favorite Doritos are, man. You didn't tell me. You know? Yeah, dude. I got, how many burner accounts you guys think I have? I probably have at least 3 burner accounts. You know what I mean? Clearly, because I'm not talking the whole stream. I'm clearly in the chat. I have about 3 burner accounts. You guys probably have no idea which ones are the burner accounts, but yeah, man, 3 burner accounts. You're streaming on the stream. You're the best stream when things are going sideways. Oh man, dude. The sideways days, I feel like the sideways days are the most fun streams, just because we don't like talking about crypto every day. You know, it's fun. But, you know, the days where we talk about Doritos and burner accounts and you know, eating a whole bag of Doritos every day or once a year, and those are the best days in my opinion, man. You know, I like the pump days. You know, they're fun. The dump days, I mean, more people in here, but you know, dude, the nothing days, these are the days to remember, man. These are the painful days to me, honestly. Or the painful days price action, but the hangout days. Barat said bull explosion is coming. Jordale. Sometimes I postpone to answer and forget about it, only to remember when it's too late at night to reply, and then I postpone it tomorrow and forget again. ETH breaking down. Yeah, ETH broke from this resistance here. So ETH, I mean, just looking at the price action here, guys. I mean, ETH, looking at previous support and resistance, it does look like it might come back down here to like 2,700. You know, just because like you did break this previous resistance, you did break this previous resistance. There's not much support below you there. Could hold it. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, depends on what Captain BTC does at the end of the day, but. Creighton said I'm a burner account. Yep, Creighton's one of my burner accounts. He runs one of my burner accounts for me. I text him on during the stream and tell him what to say. That's why he's so nice to me, is because he's a burner account. Drew's also a burner account, if you didn't know. Drew's also a burner account.
5K for my bags and hoodie to 9 fingers skin tone.
My burner accounts became my main accounts. Man, dude. No, but in all seriousness, I don't know, like, how can you actually have a burner account? Like, guys, I don't actually have a burner account. I might actually have a burner account. You guys will never know if I actually have a burner account. But how can you actually have a burner account? You know? Like, how can you be... You know, I'm going to go on a rant about Kevin Durant right now. It's one of those days, guys. It's a rant about Kevin Durant day.
Rant alert.
How can you be that soft to have to make a burner account to tell when you're a multimillionaire, to tell people on Twitter how good you are? How soft do you have to be? You have to be pretty damn soft. Like the level where you're at like Kevin Durant, like, dude, the level where that dude is at, why do you have to make a burner account? You know what I mean? Like, that's worse than blocking is pretty bad too. You have to be pretty soft to block people, in my opinion. You have to block people, you're pretty soft. To have a burner account, you're even softer. Okay? That's some soft crap, man. Like, dude, why do you care what people say, dude? It's ridiculous, bro. And then he actually got caught with the burner account, which is even worse, man. Even worse. It's just ego.
Rant alert.
Pump that button. Durant alert. Maybe Kevin is insecure. I mean, sure. I'm sure, but why is he insecure though? You know? Why is he insecure? 0 days? It's okay, Kevin. And I like Kevin Durant too. I like him as a player. I think he's kind of underrated as a player. He was the second best player in the league for a long time, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, to make a burner account, I mean, just ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. Pulled 5K from my bags and put on Cody to 91 cents, said Shane. Cody to 91 cents? Oh, is that that's what we said the 1.618 fib was, that right? If I remember correctly. Let's check the 1.618 Fibonacci level. I think that's what we said. Obviously, just make sure you're watching Bitcoin. I mean, Cody looks good. Just make sure you're watching Bitcoin, and make sure you're watching the bearish divergence, right, Shane? You know, we talked about the bearish div. Just be careful. It's still there. It's still there. And obviously, watch Bitcoin. Right? Cody's not really following Bitcoin to a perfect T, but at some point it will. At some point, the coins go back to following Bitcoin, right? I mean, they all do at some point. They might have days where they might pump and Bitcoin doesn't, but in reality, they all come back to BTC at some point. So just be wary of that. Of course. Maybe he's insecure because he's underrated. Could be. Could be. Could be. Never mind Durant. Jordan is the legend. Man, dude. It's one of those days, guys. What is it? 9:10? Man. We're probably going to call it a stream relatively shortly here. Just because not much going on in crypto world, man. I mean, Bitcoin, it came up here, got rejected. He didn't come all the way back up to this level, though. You know? He didn't come back all the way up to this level. Come back down. So, interesting. We'll see what Bitcoin does. I mean, it's trying to find some support at this general area. I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess you have some previous support back here. A little bit, but I'm not sure how much it's going to hold. But, guys, I'm probably going to call it a stream, man. It's a pretty crabby day, man. Pretty crabby day overall. You know, so we'll see what Bitcoin does for the rest of this week, guys. As we know, September is almost over, guys. So I'm excited what's coming of October. I'm excited what's coming in November. I'm excited what's coming in December. No matter the short-term volatility, I'm pretty confident where this is going. Short-term volatility, right? Just like we outlined here. Something like this could happen. Don't be surprised if it does, right? Don't be surprised. I want to hear if we dump tomorrow or something. I want to hear in the chat, holy crap, we dumped, Jordan. You said we were going to pump. Something like this could happen, okay? But it's short-term volatility. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be going up in October. We could have a little bit of a volatile week, up, down, up, down, up, down in this little wedge, but we'll see where we go going into next month, all right? So I'll leave you guys at that. I might stream tomorrow morning. I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Discord and all that fun stuff if I'm going to go live in the morning. Depends. If Bitcoin's having some crazy price action, I'll hop on. Maybe I'll make like an altcoin stream or something. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. But anyways, if I don't see you, I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. All right, make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Links in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm still here. 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 I'm still here.